So this is something I see very often for people who, have started manifesting. They may be doing their affirmations. They've heard that they can change up their life. They've heard that there are these magic techniques that can help them. They're doing all the work. And then it's sort of, I feel like there's kind of two things that happen here. The manifestation goes in the opposite direction, or it just becomes really tedious and really difficult. And a lot of people I do see when they're manifesting burn out because we get so bogged down in the hows and the whys. And if I do this, I'll get this. Which, personally I've been there as well myself, but I want to share in this video just two little things that I can recommend, especially to somebody who is maybe a little bit newer to manifesting, in how I personally manifest and how I've helped just over 100 people now. I've been coaching for over a year and a half. 100 people really step into their manifestation, which is just coming back to self, right? Which is just aligning yourself to the power of the person that you are. What's up, guys? My name is, of course, Bianca, and this is Conscious Creation with me. We talk everything on my channel: law of assumption, law of attraction, as well as spiritual laws. So if that sounds really, really good to you, do not forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you do want any one-on-one time with me, there are 2 spots available right now for the 21-day specific person and self-concept challenge or course, as well as my membership. We are doing on Sunday, I'm very excited about the membership. We are doing on Sunday a gratitude affirmation saturation session, and I just got off an EFT session, which was very powerful, and I'm probably going to be doing those EFT sessions and some more meditations, just getting together as a collective. I'm very much into community, guys, so if you want to check that one, all those links are below in the description. All right, so when you are perhaps newer to manifesting, or maybe you're a seasoned manifester, I want to ask you, just as anything in life, right? If we want to, let's use this typical example of going to the gym. If we want to go to the gym and start building muscle or lose weight or just feel good in our body, it is advisable to perhaps either look at somebody who has been on the path and achieved what you are hoping to achieve. So we can call that person like a mentor or a coach or like a personal trainer, and they will give us then some kind of inspiration, or we create a plan for ourselves. And that is where I come in with the 21-day challenge and say, I have really manifested so many things in my life based on that discipline of having like a plan. Anytime that I come off the bandwagon of just coming back to self, I'm able to see, okay, well, I do this meditation in the morning. Like, it doesn't have to be a regimented plan that like takes up 5 hours of your day, but just knowing that, okay, if I get a little bit lost and I'm feeling a little bit off the beaten track, I can always just come back to my home, which is, okay, I know that I have to do these specific tasks, and just keep practicing the version of myself, being that woman, being that man that's in the relationship. So that's one thing I can really recommend. That kind of brings you back from that wobble and that kind of wavering that can happen when, I see this a lot, and I did this myself when I started manifesting, like the next best technique, or the next best meditation, or the next best coach, or the next best, YouTube video. And we just keep looking and searching rather than just deciding, all right, I'm going to spend 5 minutes here, 2 minutes in the middle of the day, and before I go to bed, I'm going to do a SATs, and I'm going to keep doing that until I see my 3D change, because as we know, persistence in the imagination or in the wish fulfilled creates the world or the reality that you're wanting to, manifest. And the second thing is, what tends to happen is that sense of self-love. And I know that's something that we hear so often, but what tends to happen as we maybe begin the manifesting journey, we start to often like understand that our external reality is reflecting us, right? And we start to feel bad about ourselves because we're like, okay, I'm gonna have to blame myself now, I'm gonna have to forgive myself now, because I'm obviously a reflection of like my narcissistic partner in front of me, or that person said or did that to me. I use this in another video of mine, they maybe ghosted me, so what is that about me? And it becomes a spiral of like, I have to heal myself from a self-concept that is basically in the trash. And while that can be that your self-concept is maybe not where it could be, which is why I always say come back to self-concept, really stand in the knowing that you are loved, you are cherished, you are adored, you are amazing, you are God, you are queen, you are goddess, you are love, you are pure essence, you are consciousness, right? So when your kind of self-concept is in the trash because maybe you have now built these self-fulfilling prophecies based on, traumas, based on wounds, based on stories, based on new beliefs, which is something actually very interesting when we start manifesting, we start to realize the beliefs that we held before, and we create these new ones, and we have these negative thoughts that come up. We need to take a step back, and we need to stand in that knowing that, if I have decided to manifest something, I'm going to love myself firstly. And I'm also going to, I said in my EFT session today, like nurture the process and really accept what is there in the present moment and work through that. So if you're currently, you know, feeling terrible, feeling like your self-concept is over here in the trash, sometimes you have to like pick, you know, if there's like a massive, we say in German, like Mülltonne, I don't know how it's called in English, but like a massive garbage can, and it's like full of crap over here, like slowly but surely you will be able to work through that self-concept and, you know, throw out the trash, right? And that will lead you to a place of being in the knowing, in, you know, we can say, as Never God, it says, in the wish fulfilled of your manifestation. So 2 things I want to point out very quickly in this video is make sure that you have a plan, make sure you have a kind of plan of action where you can always fall back on that plan. And second thing is, be careful about the self-fulfilling prophecies. Be careful as well, as I said in many of my videos, of this major healing process when you start creating new beliefs as you go on this manifesting journey, perhaps because the plan isn't set in stone yet, but which is fine. But come back to self-love. Come back to self-love and stand in the knowing that nothing can go wrong in my manifestation, because if I truly knew myself to the core of my belief that I am this powerful creator and I am that person that I set out to be, which is now a conscious creator, then nothing can go wrong because I am the person who dictates the entirety of my reality. So that is the self-concept that you want to be landing in, that confidence, that knowing, that pizzazz, that swag, that awesomeness, that zest of life, because that's what, in essence, all of this is about, just enjoying the process as well. Really, it doesn't have to be a drawn out process, but it is something that, like in life in general, like the entirety of life, we want to be, you know, whether your lifespan is going to be a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, if that's up to fate, if that's up to soul, destiny, if that's up to karma, whatever you believe in, of course, that is up to you to believe what it is you want to believe in. That maybe we can go to in another video if that's what you want to, if that's something you want to go, if that is something you guys want to see. But yeah, that's enough for today's video, guys. I really hope that that could help you and give you some sort of perspective. This is personally how I have got myself out of my own crap and my own spiral, sometimes my own wavering, as we call in the manifesting community, and just in life, just coming back to, okay, I need to write this down. Maybe I need to, you know, do a forgiveness letter. I need to do, this morning I had like 3 pages of stuff I just needed to look at, write down, read. I had to share it with somebody, and I was like, that feels better now. I can come back to myself. So that was my plan of action, and then I was able to come back to my self-concept. That is enough for me, guys. I wish you all an amazing day. Do not forget to hit like, share, and subscribe if you are still watching this video. You obviously are really liking this channel and this content, and we will see us in the next one. Bye for now. Thank you so much.